Welcome. Can you hear that? Can you hear it now? Welcome to my time portal that opens us up to universe C974293-0. It is Friday, September 28th, 2018. Welcome to the show. I hope you've had a good week. We're moving on into the holidays. The weather's starting to change. We're starting to get into that autumn season. And so I don't know. Things are starting to change. The heat is dropping off here in the desert a little bit. And things are just kind of cooling off. So it's been really good. Tonight, I'm going to have Heidi Gadd from Aliens and Beyond on the show. And we're going to talk about some of her latest projects. And I just like talking to her, and her and I have fun conversations. And so I just want to have her back on. So she's back on a week from tonight. Yay! A week from tonight. And of course, tonight with me is Professor Moriarty. Professor.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Where's Mary Ann? The skipper.
She's
varnished. Wait, wrong professor.
Yeah, it's for a different show.
I'm torn. I want to talk to the audience for a second. I really want to cuss on this show, but I haven't been cussing because I've been wanting to monetize this. And I have one advisor that says I can cuss and that you can cuss.
Okay, you can.
I'll be monetized and be happy. Can you really?
Yeah, it's okay. We can monetize it. We just need the viewing minutes. So just fucking say what you want.
Oh shit! You just dropped. Oh no! Oh, it started already. Damn it! Oh, I've been wanting to cuss on this show. I've been like biting my tongue, every episode. Like I can't cuss. I just gotta. And
I mean, we can't turn it into the world cussing world.
No.
Championships, but
no, I don't even want to. I feel like Joe Rogan kind of sits in a special place. Like he really gets away with saying some stuff. And I don't think a lot of people could get by with some of what's said on Joe Rogan's show. I think it's just so successful that he gets away with it, quite honestly.
We do have Heidi on tonight, though, so we could just see if it works.
Yeah, we could. Before I get to Heidi, I just want to say that what I was saying, 1 week from tonight will be October 5th, and I will be in Pine Top, Arizona at Disclosure Con. And that's where sci-fi and sci-reality collide. Actually, they just kind of pound and explode under one roof. And funny enough, that's what I hear happens to Doc Skinner when he drinks. It's just pound and explode. And that's just something I saw online. I don't really know what that means. But I'm going to have this guitar with me. I'm going to have the Roswell Rhodes with me. And I've shown you this a bunch of times. It's aluminum. It has a UFO theme. There's only 120 of those built. They're really rare, and you can come for free and take a selfie with that at my table. Come by and say hello. Get a sticker for my show. Put my sticker on whatever people are going to look at so they can say, hey, what's that? And you can say it's this damn good show. I haven't dropped my F-bomb yet. Thank you to Sticker Giant. It might be small, but I have to show something off. Sometimes you come across some bizarre and weird stuff. And I'm good at claw machines. I have a natural skill for claw machines. And I got this rainbow pig. And I think that this is so fucking bizarre that I can't imagine who dreamed up a rainbow pig to begin with. Like, who would want one? Why would you want one? Why would you make one? And it does this, and it is the stupidest damn thing I've ever seen. And I was like you meet people who are kind of like burnouts from drugs and stuff, and you kind of understand why those people have the thoughts that they have. But then it's like somebody actually said, rainbow pigs. There's money in rainbow pigs.
It looks like a dog toy.
It does. That's what my partner said. She said, it looks like a dog toy. And I'm like, oh, come on. And that would be very clever, putting dog toys in for the kids at the claw machine at Walmart.
Right. They can chew on it.
Heidi
What's up?
Gadd, welcome to the show. I know you're talking. I just wanted to give you a proper introduction.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Aliens and Beyond is your show. That's correct. And you have a
It is.
YouTube channel?
It is. It's Aliens and Beyond. Everything is Aliens and Beyond.
Everything. That's good.
Everything.
That's the way to go. I do. I know what I want to talk to you about. I was just kind of giving you space there. You said something really intriguing towards the end of the show the last time you were on. I really wanted to revisit that, and that was the spirit box thing. First of all, I can tell you straight up that I want to buy a spirit box. So when you get a price worked out, let me know what they are. I definitely want to get one and play around with it on the show. But can you tell me a little bit about that? Or huh?
Well, I really want to make one. Once I make one, then there'll be one.
Then there'll be one.
But
I didn't know,
yeah.
I didn't know if you were gonna like custom make them, like not make 10 of them to sell, but this build one.
Yeah,
I'm probably
gonna make like a handful of them at first and test them out in my haunted shop. And then, but you know, I've got a couple of different ideas for what I'm going to do with it, because there's a lot of them out there right now. But my main goal is to make them where they're not going to cost like a lot of money to buy. So that way, an average person who really, really wants one could get one.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So what else is going on in your world? Any new haunting stuff?
No, you know, they've been pretty quiet this last week, but I've also been super occupied with paperwork. Super fun. And then they've just been quiet, nothing crazy, just the normal weird little clanks here and there. And, you know, it's the ghost.
The ghost. We're moving into the holiday season. I love Halloween, so I've been going around and scouting out the Spirit Halloween stores and seeing what they have. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Tonight, I can see the chat room tonight, and I see Sherry that says hello. I see Pursuing X. I don't know who in the hell Pursuing X is. They're like a stalker. Every time this show starts, Pursuing X is on there just harassing the shit out of me. And
we should fill out the proper paperwork for that. There's a link or something.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure of it.
Harassed by Pursuing X.
Could happen.
Wow, this show. I'm going to look back on this show. I think this is funny. I hope someone else out there thinks this is funny when they watch this later.
You got to watch out for those X's. Can't you block them?
Do what?
Can't you just block the X's?
What, Pursuing X?
Oh, I thought you were talking that your X's keep popping up.
No. That's right. You know what it is? I use this fucking thing right here, and my exes came through a portal, and it was to the past, and my ex showed up. Damn it! I knew not to do that. Jesus, this is so here we are, episode 14 with Heidi Gadd, and this is where the show bends and twists and starts to kind of go sideways a little bit. There's like, oh no, they can cuss, and we're trying to loosen the show up. That's part of why Professor Moriarty is here too, is because I don't know. You know, you never think that it's going to happen. Has this happened to you, Heidi? Do you ever get sick of the sound of your own voice? Like you don't even want to hear yourself in any context?
Yeah, I totally understand. You're just like, why am I even talking right now?
You know, because you do so much of this work and you go back and you watch for other things. Like I don't really go back anymore to watch myself. Like the first 3 or 4 times I was like into it, like, wow, look, I'm on YouTube. then it completely died off, and it's like now I don't even watch. I just go through and I scroll and I look at the comments and read the comments and go about my business. Are you that way with your shows? You just throw them out there and kind of let them go and you don't go back?
I always watch, well, because of the editing, it takes so long to edit all of that video. I've already seen it like 3 times by the time it goes out. So that's it. Like, I don't even watch it again. Because then I start getting all paranoid and self-conscious, like, oh, why are you so stupid?
Right. Yeah. The thrill wore off. It's like, okay. Then you start working on promos and stuff. And it's like, wow. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I've been wanting to do this kind of work, but it's just sometimes. Do you find that way, Michael, with maybe graphic design or other elements of this, that sometimes when you get caught up in the minutia of all this, it just, you lose the forest for the trees?
Yeah, absolutely. And to be on one side of it for most of the day, for a big portion of the day, and then to have to switch gears and to jump into the broadcast side of it and be on the front of it rather than the back half is definitely a change. But if anyone saw how you and I get ready for our shows, like the 10 or 15 minutes before, no one would feel bad for us.
That's true. That's true.
But it's definitely a challenge. But and to doing it remotely is also different. But I think one thing that's made it cool for us is we've had a kind of a chemistry from the broadcast part of it. So it was a lot easier to jump over, although I was pretty nervous at first. And like what Jimmy said in his interview, I don't watch my rebroadcasts.
Right. Yeah. So Heidi, are you guys going to do any kind of Halloween special for your show? Are you going to do anything that way with your show?
We've got a couple things in the works where I'm not sure which way we're going to go with it yet, but I would like to do something with the ghosts because I think that'd be funny. But yeah, sooner or later we'll get another show out. It's just been a hectic summer, and the summer seems to keep not ending.
No,
yeah.
not to
you know how that sun is.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, Natasha has a new camera rig. We're finalizing the setup on it, and pretty soon we're going to be able to do remote shoots.
Yes.
So
right here,
we could perhaps do like a double show with Aliens and Beyond and Mysterious Forces combined.
We could cross streams.
One show filming another show.
And then we need another camera to film that show, a show within a show within a show.
Just to document
broadcast them all at the same time.
Yes.
I think that could work.
Your vortex creator.
That's right, exactly. I love the sound of it. I love stupid shit like this. I'm crazy about Rick and Morty. If you're watching the show and you're like, I give half a shit about anything that she's interested in, you would know that I like Rick and Morty. I just think Rick and Morty's hilarious. Do you like Rick and Morty?
I do.
One of you?
Of course. Who doesn't like Rick and Morty?
I know, right? It's too cool.
I shouldn't say this. I watch it with my youngest son, who's 11.
3? You watch Rick and Morty with a 3-year-old?
11, Jesus, man. kind of animal do you think I am?
Nah, they hear worse at school.
That's probably true. Yeah. We just watched the.
Did you guys hear about that?
Go ahead. Did
you guys hear about that sun observatory that shut down?
Yes, I want to talk about that. You're good. It's almost as if you've done this before. It's strange. No, yeah, I did. I did hear about that. And did you hear the explanation for why they closed it down?
I've heard a couple different explanations.
The official government explanation was that the janitor had kiddie porn, so they had to shut the whole damn place down to investigate and move people out of the post office.
They merged it into that one. Well, because then there was the other one that there was some kind of a person threat in the area, and they had to evacuate the area.
Is that another government story? Is that the official line?
That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like a sham. I bet UFOs landed all around there.
I think the sun opened up and UFOs came out of the sun. No.
Yeah. So I saw this video. Actually, my friend Destin, she sent it to me, and it's this other YouTuber, WSO, and I think it was a September 17th video.
Uh-huh.
But it's a NASA footage of this weird other, like, there's the sun, and then there's this, like, thing that comes in. And the same friend that sent that to me, they actually keep witnessing this, or for a couple months ago, over like a week or two, they kept witnessing this like weird thing floating in the sky in Arizona.
Oh,
I think
wow.
it was to the west. I can't remember exactly where it was, but they got, a friend of theirs got a photo of it when they were out on a highway, like way out in the desert. And I don't know, but it just is kind of weird that there was that weird thing in this NASA footage, and then the whole thing with the sun observatory, and it's the sun. They both are with the sun.
Wow, 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 wow. It's the sun. The sun. No, I think it, you know, it seemed like a complete overkill reaction to what they stated the problem was. And I don't think that I think there's more to it. And yeah, I
there
think
usually is.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? I wanted to talk about Tom DeLonge is kind of back in the news, and people are starting to wonder. Yeah, people are starting to wonder: has Tom DeLonge kind of shot his wad? Is he kind of done now, or is he going to keep going? I mean, you know, it's getting kind of pudgy. I don't know what his rocker staying power, you know, is. He looks like he's had a few steaks or something. Like, I have room to talk, but I'm just saying that he needs to sell some T-shirts or something. Because
yeah, I heard they had a pill for that.
The formula came from Area 51. The only technology that we harvested from Roswell was actually Viagra, and that was it.
That would make sense if the military was involved.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You notice that right after
about sideways.
Right, and right after Roswell, if you look throughout the timeline of history, our rockets got 10% bigger immediately after Roswell and continued to get bigger up into the 70s. Huge rockets.
So they were growers and not showers, is what you're saying?
They were growers and not showers. That's right. Isn't that what you said about this show? It's a grower, not a shower.
Well, perhaps, probably when we had like.
Speaking of which, yes, I looked today and we have 100 subscribers. We have 100 subscribers to this YouTube channel. And I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed. And yes, I'm thrilled about having 100 subscribers. This is episode 14. So I have gotten 100 subscribers in 14 episodes. And I feel like that's, I don't know. I don't know what to compare that to. I don't know what the rate of success is. If I had girls in bikinis shaking their tits around, it would probably like go up, you know, there'd be a lot more, but that's not what this show has. It's, that's not
called a
here.
bumper.
See, and if our green screen was working, I would have giant fake tits going right behind you right now.
Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to get a couple of strippers to let us film them for like 2 minutes. and then we'll just loop that behind me.
You know how many people, how many guys in Arizona are having this conversation right now?
What
Hey,
was that you were saying
Steve.
about sideways earlier?
Hey, Steve.
It's
It's Saturday night, and the fat tranny with the strippers are on YouTube. Let's watch that.
if we could just get 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Then let's see what kind of monetization we get.
Probably checkers or records at that point, Natasha.
That's true. Damn it. Hey, Heidi, I have a question, and this is just kind of a free-form question, but it's serious. It's a question that I would ask you privately. I just happened to ask you while we're on the air. And I want to get your sense of this. Would you have someone on, because I had a conversation earlier today, and this is something that I wrestle with this show. Would you have someone on your show that you think is like completely full of shit? Like this person is just fucking crazy or whatever, and you don't believe what they're saying. You think it's all a load of bullshit. Either way, they're either crazy or just lying. But would you put them on your show for the entertainment factor for your audience? Like just kind of like let them go? Would you have them on, or would you not have someone on that you disagreed so strongly with whatever they're saying?
I would have them on. Why not? Because everything's always open for debate. And if they're like super batshit crazy, well, then that makes me look less crazy. So
yeah,
why not?
I hadn't thought of it that way. Wow, you kind of framed it. You gave me some perspective. If I bring them on, then I will look more normal, and there's some value in that. Wow.
Yeah, we've been doing the wrong approach here.
Exactly. Like we're looking for this formula to make this show work, right? Heidi, you've gone through that with your show, haven't you? You had to like rework things and move things around and move people around and just all kinds of stupid shit.
Yep. Yeah, because sometimes you even just line up a guest and they drop through at the last minute. So you got to like call people or you just got to figure it out and do it yourself without it.
Right.
No, it happens. It's showbiz, baby.
It is. It is. Speaking of which, do you have any musical endeavors coming up? Are you playing any gigs or doing anything that way?
Mace and I are we're going to start working on a couple songs, and they might just be kind of soundtracky. We don't know. And then because of my classical violining, I'll be doing some like classical violin shows, but like I'll just be playing with an orchestra. So it's not like I'm going solo, but every October, I'm always like, I need to go somewhere and just set up my effects pedals and my weird violin and just get weird, but never happens.
We ought to jam live. We ought to jam live. I'll come down to your shop and we can jam live and we'll live stream that. I'm serious.
Yeah,
I play bass guitar and keyboards, and yeah, we should do that. We'll do that.
We should.
Michael will make a note of that.
Absolutely. It's noted.
Noted.
Let's do it.
Yep. Shows with music.
Michael, you don't feel like Robin Givens, do you? Because I don't want you to feel that way.
I mean, that's a lot of empowerment, but I mean, it's your show.
No, I know. I'm always torn by Howard Stern because he is a little bit like a car crash on the freeway. Like I really want to stop and watch, and then every time I do stop and watch, I'm sorry that I did and wish I had just kept going. And it's like Howard he's changed over time, and he is a lot less annoying than he was 10 or 15 or 20 years ago.
I first started, I listened to him when I first moved down to Arizona in like 2001, and it would just get progressively worse and worse in the morning, but it made my shit work day kind of balance out, because it was like, how far can this guy take it, and is it funny or not? and if it's funny, at what expense. And it just started getting to be too much for me.
Yeah. Heidi, what do you think about that? You've done more radio than just your show, but what's your take?
Yeah, I used to love listening to him, but it's just the same thing over and over again, really, you know. But he did have some pretty funny people that were like reoccurring people. I like that.
He had a bubble where it was really going on, but you know, I don't know. There was humor that kind of appealed to me and then kind of repulsed me. Like it was back and forth all the time with him. It was like, wow, that was really funny. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, this guy's a fucking asshole. So, you know, speaking of which, someone who is not an a-hole is Jimmy Church. And I called into his show last night. He didn't know I was calling in. This was not set up. This was not planned. I was watching his show organically, and I looked up the number and I called in because I was interested in the topic. He had Dean Radin on, and they were talking about how science and magic are intertwined. And this guy wrote a book about justifying magic in terms of the scientific method and what's going on. And it's a pretty sophisticated talk. And I was really into it. And I called in, but I talked for like the last 10 minutes with Jimmy by phone at the end of the show. And it's episode number 924 if you want to see that. Don't just watch it because it's me. I'm saying watch the whole thing. It's a really good episode. But then the last 10 minutes, I got to talk to him. And we talked about the interview that he did with me at Contact in the Desert. And it was a good exchange. And he said that he would come on the show. So I'm going to try to work that a little bit and see if I can get Jimmy Church to come on the show here sometime soon. But a week from now, I'm going to be at Pine Top, Arizona, because that's when Disclosure is going on. Disclosure Con is going on October 5th and 6th. And that's a Friday and a Saturday. And that's being put on by 1028 Productions. And I also want to remind you that if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Please like the video. And also click on the little bell so that you get the notifications that a new episode has come on, because we've been throwing out bonus material during the week in between the regular weekend shows. And so get your alert set up for that. Subscribe to the channel. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. Heidi, where can people find out about your show or find out about your work?
Just type in Aliens and Beyond and you'll get to us. Go on YouTube if you wouldn't mind, since you're already here, and go and follow us. Watch a video. I recommend the mission definitions. They're a minute and you can kind of get a feel for what we are. And then if you're in our area and want to come into our music shop, it's Superstition Mountain Music and Mtronics. Easily found on the interwebs.
Indeed it is. And Heidi is going to start building some spirit boxes. She's got some local gigs going on. Michael, is there anything going on with Pursuing X that you'd want the public to know about, or anything happening that way?
Well, Heidi, I'm throwing up your links right now, and we will be joining you in Pine Top, Arizona for Disclosure Con. We're going to have a couple clients up there. We're really looking forward to hanging out at that new event and getting to meet Doc in person. Doc Skinner is one of the coolest guys in the UFO community in Arizona, and if you haven't met this guy yet, you need to. If he's not working one of his 17 jobs.
That's right. Yeah, he's a busy guy. Believe it or not, this is the end of a half hour. Heidi Gadd, thank you so much for coming on the show. This is your second visit, but we always have a good time. You're welcome to come on anytime.
Thanks for having me.
Did you have fun?
I did. Yes. I was waiting for my 5 questions, though.
Oh no! You know what? I haven't been doing that with people the second time. Like, I feel like it's too redundant if I do it once and then do it again. The next time you're on, we'll do 5 questions in 5 minutes. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, Michael. Thanks for being here, Professor Moriarty.
Thank you, Natasha.
Say thank you to Pursuing X, Michael and Lori. I'm at 100 subscribers and 14 episodes, and a lot of that is due to your hard work and your help. And
Thank you.
thank you to the viewers for watching and for subscribing. I appreciate it. And tune in tomorrow night for another exciting show, another exciting episode of Mysterious Forces Live. Be safe out there, kids, and have fun. Good night.